Morning guys, so this is what we've got, an Arvis lighter. I've been after one of these for a very long time. I've only just sort of said, right, I'm going to get one, and it's something I want to build. The Arvis Lighter is basically the workhorse shuttle of the Imperial, and I've got to say it's a really lovely model. It's a really simple model to put together. There's very few pieces compared to the rest of the Ford World line, but it is a beautiful model. So we're going to do step by step and talk about this model and how we're going to put it together, and we'll do a series of videos as well. But first of all, if you get a chance, pop over to Off the Zone's page or channel, sorry, and have a look at his boss sandwich. I mean, it is the boss sandwiches of all sandwiches. It's fantastic. I just had to give a mention to that because that was absolutely amazing. Anyway, so here we have the interior for the Arvis Lighter, or Arvis Lighter, I've forgotten which one it is. Actually pretty cool actually, it's quite a lot of detail on the inside of it. You can see the lighting at the top, and you've got nice decking and stuff like that, and it fits together quite easily. This is such a simple model. Now I've already washed this and prepped it. As you can see, it's got a few sort of problems here and there, but resin always does. You know, you've got just a bit of a overlay there, a bit of a lip, which can be sanded back and cleaned up. That can be glued in so it's nice and tight into there. There is a slight bow to it, but I have tried to get that out, but it's just too thick. So I'll just have to be careful when I'm putting glue in that, and as you can see right down the back there's a bit of a gap there, but that's not a problem because this all fits together quite neatly. So here's the pilot. Let's just have a quick look at that. It's really detailed. It is a lovely, I've got to say, this is a lovely little model. So as you can see, it just sort of fits in nicely. You get a beautiful cockpit. If I get it the right way around, that helps. It just slots into place there. So straight away you're starting to get the form of the model. And of course there's a back door, just fits in the back there. It's hinged as well, so you can go up and down. I may just very well just have it sort of static. I don't know yet. I don't know, because I'm going to paint the inside. It'd be nice to see inside. So that's that. Now the only sort of downfall I had with it was, unfortunately, these engines, which I'm going to contact Ford World today, were a bit of a miscast and they were completely hollow. So they're easy to fall about. And I've stuffed them full of green stuff at the moment. Hopefully that'll sort it out. But a slight bit of miscast and a slight bit of miscast on there as well, which needs to be fixed. The wings are pretty decent. This is just a really simple model kit, and it's a fantastic kit as well. I'm going to have to groove for the stand into the main model, and you also get, by the way, you also get a stand with it as well, so you can have it on a stand or not on a stand. So I'm going to have to cut some shapes into there just so it slots in properly, or if I'll see what I can do there. Basically, it might have to be a magnetised thing because I'd like this to come off and be able to move it around and land it and stuff. It comes with 3 sets of landing gear, 2 long and 1 short, which is pretty nice as well. And then finally you've got the engines that fit onto the back like so. It's just a lovely little piece. I mean, it is a lovely little piece. So it's not a problem. You know, Ford World will replace the bits that I need, so that hopefully they'll send me a new one of these and a new one of these. You also get a bit of plastic card as well, which you can use for the windows, which will be quite nice. And the cockpit also comes with a little scanner and stuff to go in the inside of there. So all in all, it's a nice easy model to build. So I'm going to see the next step is, once this is sprayed white, and we're going to work on the interiors and get them all painted up, and we're going to paint most of it individually, and then we can slot it all in because we know it all fits. Anyway guys, I will see you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so what have we done? We have basically sprayed the entire model with Purity Seal. Then we sprayed the model white as well. Now the reason why I use Purity Seal is to make sure that if there's any grease that I've missed when I was washing the model and prepping the model, that it just gives it that extra bit of protection. And then I spray the model white, which I've done with pretty much everything. Now you'll notice that I'm painting this model in sections and not all together. So the reason why is because there's a lovely interior to this model, as we can see, and you know, it's important that we get to see that. Now the reason why I've kept the interior white for now, if we just put that together, and you can kind of see what it's going to look like. You can't really, if that was painted dark in the inside, you wouldn't really be able to see it, but because it's painted white, there's a bit of lightness to it, and so when you're looking at that model, you'll be able to see some of the detail that's in there. Obviously you can't right now because there's no light, but there you go, that should help. There you go, so you can actually see all the inside of that. So that's the reason why I've painted this model in sections, plus it helps when you're adding detail into it as well. So we've gone in, we've painted all the bits that we wanted to paint in the right colours. So at the moment they're just base coated. We've added our paint chipping in, so you can see that there. Don't have to do too mad on this model because you're only going to see that basically. So I've only put it on the edges where it matters. And the next step will be to add a 50% Batter Black and a 50% Devlin Mud mix, and then wash it all in the inside. I've also painted up the pilot, so if we have a quick look at that, there we go. Let's just get the light round so you can see him a bit better. So he's all done. Now we're going to coat him up as well in the same mix, then highlight him afterwards. The ramp's all painted up and it's got paint chipping on it as well, so that's done. Hi guys, so here we are. It's now time to get messy. So we've got a 50% Batter Black, 50% Devlin Mud mix in there, and we're just gonna coat the model. And don't be afraid to be a bit adventurous with this, because we're going to be taking away quite a bit of it as well. Now we're going to work in sections because this stuff tends to dry quite quickly if you're not too careful. Well, it stains. So we'll get these two front sections, back sections done first. I'm not too sure. I think they're the front sections, you would call them, in a plane. Can't remember. Probably. Okay, so we'll just put our brush down. I'm taking, I'll move that out of the way as well. Taking a cotton bud, and we're just gonna get that in there. Let's soak up some of that. There you go, that's the first one. You'll go through a lot of cotton buds, I always do, but it's really good stuff. And I've been doing this way for quite a while, and I tend to get some really lovely techniques. So let's just get that out. Personally, I'd just like to thank everybody at the moment for all the great feedback lately, and it's been really interesting seeing how you think about stuff and how other people see stuff as well, which is quite cool. So I've been quite chuffed with that. There we go, nearly there. And I'm looking forward to seeing the entries as well for the big winter competition. That's going to be immense. Let's just get that in the tucked in, because all I want is it touching around the edges. I just want it around the edges basically. There we go. It's just there. Right, what we're going to do is just take that out of the way for a moment. Get our trusty cloth, which I always have on hand. I say that, it's just fell on the floor. Let's just get this, just gonna wipe away what we can. I just want it grimy. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, I'm going to do the same for the rest. Get that in there. That's right, just around like that. Get it all into all the gaps. Try not to get it on the outside at the moment because that's going to be sprayed a different colour. So we're just looking at the interior at the moment. You know, get that done. Okay, I'm just going to put a cloth in there just to soak up what I can, and then I will use a brush to. Oh, sorry, not a brush. What I'm talking about. I'll use a cotton bud just to take away what we don't need. Good. Okay, get rid of that one. Get a fresh one from the pile. And just, there we go, it's better. There we go. Okay, so that's that side done. We'll just clean up as what we can. It's good. It's nice and stained. And we'll put that one down. We'll do the other one in a sec, but what we're going to do is just coat the pilot. And let me just get that there, nice healthy dab all over. Get in there into all the grooves, all the way round. This is going to be our shader for the main parts, and also it's going to create shadow as well. Okay, let's just make sure we've got it in everywhere. Good. Let me just take our cotton bud and we roll up the model, just taking away what we want. There we go, and then just a little bit in there. Put some shadow in there. That's good. Take a little bit off. That's fantastic. So we'll leave that to dry. And then there's just this last piece, and that shouldn't take too long to do whatsoever. Let's just coat it liberally all over. Fantastic. Then we just get our tool and we'll just follow it up and down. Trying to keep as much in there as possible, but there we go. That's brilliant. Right, so we'll leave that. Okay, well I'll come back to you when that's all dry. Let's see you guys then. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so we've done the inside now. Still a little bit of wetness in there, but that doesn't matter. It's not really going to bother us or slow us down. And it's really given it some, colour. It looks so much better. It gives us a bit more depth to the actual piece as well. Right, so there's our man. He's looking a lot better as well. Just straight away ink washing. If you mix your, washes, not ink washing, but if you mix your washes up a little bit, just gives it a little bit more depth. Okay, so next step is, if I can pick up my brush, there we go, is to take our chainmail silver, give it a good shake, and we're just going to highlight the bolt gun metal a little bit, just to give it a bit of substance. Okay, so we're going to go in, we can just get this to focus, and we're just going to clean up areas, just go over the bolt gun metal just a little bit, not everywhere but enough to leave a little bolt gun metal edge. You're painting within the area that you've put down already. Just bring that over there. And you know what, I'm just gonna follow that edge just there as well. So you can't really see that, can you? Places where it would wear. We're highlighting there and there. That's it, that's quite nice. And again, just bring that around there. We're just gonna, areas where it would get knocked. That's quite cool. And we've got bits there. We'll just follow that. Follow that as well. And we can just go along those edges. My motto is, don't be afraid to mess things up. You can always repaint stuff. You can always get the paint off it and redo it. Okay, so just going to turn this around. Just add some silver in here. It's looking quite cool. In fact, we could do a bit more on there. Okay, we're just going to do the same with the other piece. So this time around, our metals, or our weathering, and scratches are the other way around. So just do that over there. Let's follow that. Around there. Okay, so we're almost done. That's pretty cool. So we can just add a bit, just weather the door a bit. And not sure whether it's, there we go. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, man, I'm happy with that. Okay, so we've done all the bits that we need to do. So it's always the same, you miss a bit, don't you? So that there's just these bits in here. Okay, so that's all the bits that we need to do. What we're going to do is we just draw off our brush. Okay, so we're going to look at putting this thing together, so we can then sort of focus on the outside of the piece. So, oh dear me, throwing it all over the place. We know that he fits in here, and we won't have to glue him, he will stay in place. Okay, so that goes there. get our glue. I'm using CA, which is Vital Bond. I got this from my local store. Let's just get these, clean that up top up a bit, it's a bit messy. Okay, now I'll be quite liberal with it once I can get it to come out. Same around there. Okay, making sure we stick our door in. Oops. Last thing we need is that falling out all the time. Essentially, just put it that one first. There we go. And it's a bit of a squeeze to get it in right. That's all we have to do. And what we want to do is make sure that when we hold it in place, that we're getting it in the right place. Let's just hold it there for a bit. And then we'll come back to it. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a minute.